But what about his alter ego? Born from pages 143 and 154 of Boys Club. Dripped in confidence. Powered by vibes. This is Peasy.
Valuable company in the world right now is NVIDIA.
China gonna have to bow down, man. China is going to have to bow down.
Good evening, and welcome to the nightly recap powered by Gokhshtein News Network.
Welcome to the nightly recap, ladies and gentlemen. Powered by the GNN Network. My name is David Gokhshtein. I'm giving myself a round of applause. Trying to fit in here. Sponsored by Peasy. Shout out to Peasy. Peasy sponsoring the month of October. And today is October 16, 2025. I was about to say 2026, man. All right, listen. I gotta get started with this show. I don't even have notes. How about that? Nobody sent me notes. So you know what? I already got shit to talk about. Okay, we're gonna talk about crypto. We're gonna talk about politics, right? And we're gonna start with politics first. What the hell is New York City doing? New York City, what are you doing? What is happening to New York City? The greatest city in the world. Really, it is. New York City is the greatest city in the world. No, I don't live in New York City, but still grew up there. New York City, the 5 boroughs, greatest place to grow up in. Okay? Great. What is happening? Why are you guys voting? Why are you guys voting for a socialist / communist? Like, I am baffled. I like, and I'm going to be serious here. I'm going to be very serious here. No sarcasm at all. No sarcasm at all. None. I don't understand how there are people in New York City that are excited about a man who literally not more than 20 minutes ago stated that he is going to raise taxes on New York City residents. How can you be excited about this? I don't understand why you guys are getting excited about free transportation, government-owned stores. You guys are getting excited about commie shit. It is wild. My DNA, a lot of my DNA is Eastern European. Guess where that's heading to? Russia, right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is no fun. I wasn't born in Russia. All I'm saying is the family and the bloodline have lived under communist regimes. You're voting for, you don't know what you're voting for. That's really it. You guys do not know what you're voting for. And I don't know what happened to New York City. I don't know what happened to New York City. I am baffled. I'm listening to this guy talk about, I'm going to raise taxes, okay? He won't talk down Hamas. I mean, he is pro-Hamas. I am just like, I'm baffled. Regardless, I know you're going to say, oh, David's a Republican. Oh, he's Jewish. Oh, he's this, that, and the third. Oh, shut the fuck up. Listen to what I'm saying right now. Listen to what I'm saying. Whether you're a Democrat, Independent, Republican, you cannot elect this guy. You cannot elect this guy. Have you been listening to what he has been saying? Number one, where has he come from? He just bursted onto the scene. That to me, industry plant. Automatically, and I'm giving myself a round of applause. Industry plant, okay? He is getting pushed. He is getting pushed out there by people, the dark elites in the back. They are putting millions upon millions of dollars into him. Okay? You're talking about some dude who is wet behind his ears coming in and he's proud to be a socialist. Are you guys insane? Like if rent wasn't high enough out in New York City, like if the cost of living wasn't high enough in New York City, you guys are going out there to vote for somebody who is telling you he's going to raise taxes on rich or middle class white people? Like he is out there literally saying, I'm raising taxes on white people. Go ahead. The clips are out there. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with y'all? No, seriously, this is not even about race, religion, or no. This is about you guys really are voting for socialism and you want a communist running New York City, the greatest city in the world? Help me out here. Explain it to me. Maybe I'm a moron. Explain to me, why would you want higher taxes when we have one of the highest taxes out of all the states of the United States of America? Explain it to me. Us and California. Why? Why? Do you feel bad? Do you feel bad about something? Am I missing the plot here? Government-owned stores will never work. Okay? Government-owned stores will never work. Free does not work. Nothing in life is free. When the word free is mentioned, it's not free. Somebody's footing the bill, just like he said. Just like he said. We're going to tax the rich people, the wealthy people a little bit more. How much more? You're already taxing them at like 65, 70%. How much more? You're going to drive people out of New York City. Who are you taxing after? You think people are going to live in New York City? No, the wealthy people are going to get the fuck out of New York City, okay? They'll live, they might drive down to New Jersey or they might go to Florida. Whichever the case, they're out of New York City. Who are you taxing? Because without them, how are you paying for all this free shit that you're talking about? New York City's broke. New York City is literally broke, especially after the pandemic, especially after housing illegal migrants, okay, and footing the bill for them to stay in fancy ass hotels. Guys, what is wrong with you in New York City? What is wrong? Is there anybody else running? Is there anybody else out there running? And Cuomo, the former governor, is running for mayor. Do I like him? No, not particularly, but he's better than this guy. I won't even mention his name. I won't. You know what it is? A lot of you guys, including myself, by the way, have never lived under a communist regime. For those who have immigrated to the United States of America, legally gone through all the paperwork, but have lived in a communist country, you understand, or a socialist country, you understand, it doesn't work. Ask Cubans. Forget about even asking Russians. Why don't you go ahead and ask some Cubans? Ask them how socialism works. Ask them how socialism works. It doesn't. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Yeah, I'm passionate about this. You guys are going to destroy New York City. You guys are going to literally destroy New York City. And I'm really puzzled, really puzzled that you have so many people who live in New York City that are running to vote for this man. How is this man even winning? I'm gonna tell you one thing that he's, you know what? Maybe let me step back real quick. You know why he's winning? Maybe he's winning because he's getting out there. He's on every single news station talking about changes that he's going to implement. I don't see Cuomo out there doing that though. I don't see Cuomo out there. You need to act like you're losing right now, bro. You need to get out there and you need to be you need to be getting interviewed by everybody. Get on some goddamn podcasts, okay? This is serious. This is serious. This guy gets in and New York City's fucked for life. This guy gets in and New York City's fucked for life. I can't believe what New York City's turning into. And people might say, well, why do I care? Because that's where I grew up. That's where I was born. It's a beautiful place that's turned into shit. And now you're going to vote in Mandani. Okay, you're going to bring this guy in. I said I want to say his name, but whatever. You're going to bring this guy in. A socialist? Like, I never thought that I'd see the day that we are voting for somebody who and because New York City is made up of immigrants. You guys escaped socialism, communism, only to come here to vote for the same shit that you escaped from? Help me out here. Help me understand what the fuck are you doing? Businesses are going to suffer because if this guy becomes mayor, I'm telling you right now, businesses in New York City will suffer. Businesses, revenue, everything. You put it all into it is going to suffer. You're not going to have revenue. Businesses are going to go out of business, okay? You will have no choice but to go to government-owned stores. It is wild. It is wild what I'm witnessing in 2025. And at this point, with all, with Polymarket, you got other platforms out there showing a major lead for this guy. I mean, I gotta tell you, man, this guy gets in. I know I'm being repetitive, but this guy gets in. You guys are screwed. You guys are absolutely screwed. On that note, we'll be right back with more news. But holy shit, man. Holy shit. Sponsored by Peasy.
We all know Pepe. But what about his alter ego? Born from pages 143 and 154 of Boys Club. Dripped in confidence. Powered by vibes. This is Peasy.
Valuable company in the world right now is NVIDIA.
China gonna have to bow down, man. China is going to have to bow
down. Good evening, and welcome to the nightly recap powered by Gokhshtein News Network.
Welcome back to the nightly recap. And I know I'm going to say some things, and I've already told you guys, I've ripped the Band-Aid off. It's a little bit different with me now. I'm going back to 2016 when I first started podcasting, and I just didn't give a shit. I don't want to say I don't give a shit, but I'm just saying I'm not limited anymore in terms of what I want to say, when I want to say it, and how I want to say it. So this is what I want to say. You got these liberals out here, and I'm going to speak to the white liberals because I feel like For for some reason, you feel like you owe somebody something. That's how I'm gonna put it. You feel bad, like we need to. No, no. This is what I'm saying. Like this is all happening. All of this stuff is happening in these universities. I spoke about this earlier. In these universities, colleges, you got these professors that are putting this woke shit onto people to where they feel bad and they must do things that are goddamn stupid. Like, oh, we need to give this man a chance because maybe socialism will work. Like, what is going on? What is I can't. Like this it breaks my heart. It just it breaks my heart. You guys understand where I'm going with this, but some people will say, "Oh, David, what you're saying right now is racist." No, I'm not. I'm not racist at all. I don't got a racist bone in my body. Actually, I dislike everybody equally. How about that? I dislike everybody equally. I dislike everybody equally. How about that? But when you look at everything, when you look at the bottom line, it almost feels like I'm gonna say something and it's gonna be controversial. I guess nowadays it's controversial. You'll never say 20 years ago what I'm going to say is controversial, and that is I think white people don't like being white. That's right. I'm gonna just say it like that. I don't think white people like being white. I think I think from all this woke shit that's been put out there, we talked about this earlier. With all this woke shit, the woke virus, Elon talks about it. I've been talking about this for a very long time. If you play back, I'm being serious. People are laughing in the chat, but I'm being serious. I feel like white people hate being white. I don't know. Think about it. Let it marinate. I'm not talking about every white person. I'm just talking about the liberal white person. I think that they just hate the fact that they're white. They hate the fact that they're white. That's really it. And it leads to this. Mandani getting, becoming the next mayor of New York City. Am I saying anything wrong? You know what the problem is? What I am saying here is truth, right? It's truth bombs that I'm saying, right? I'm saying things that were normal to talk about, okay? Normal to talk about essentially 2 decades ago. Now, if you say something, because this is how it's been. So what's happened here is ever since Obama came into office, okay, and people will be like, boo, but okay, whatever. Obama, something shifted, man. Something shifted during the time that Obama was in office. You have people that just like you have these professors, you have these colleges, you have these universities that are teaching, they're putting in this woke shit. Okay, where some people we have to address people a certain way, or we might offend somebody. We have to give out participation awards and shit like that. We have to do things that are idiotic. For instance, I think DEI is horrible. I think it's horrible. I think it should be, doesn't matter color of your skin, religion. The best person for that position should win that position. That's it. It's the truth. Anyway, I look at this entire situation. I'm going to talk about that tomorrow because I don't have enough time today, but I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. But I think in this situation, this guy gets in, this socialist gets in, this communist gets in, and it's over for New York City. I'm going to tell you right now, New York City is going to lose so much revenue, it's going to be ridiculous. The amount of revenue that's going to be lost in New York City is going to be absolutely crazy. And how do you make up for it? Who are you going to tax? The middle class that they're hardly surviving? Do you want to raise, you want to freeze rent? Great. You need money for all these things that you would love to go ahead and do. Where are you getting the money? Where will you be getting all this money? Anyway, I don't want to ramble on, but you guys get where I'm going with this, right? I see a lot of you guys agree with me. You get where I'm going with this. It's the truth, though. It is the truth. What else? Man, this got me so fired up that I had my 3 things that I want to go ahead and touch on. But this right here got me fired up. This right here got me fucking fired up. Anyway, let's talk about crypto. Let's talk about crypto. Let's not talk about how good looking I am in a suit, okay? How beautiful my face is, knock on wood. How I don't even look my age. Let's not talk about all these things. How my hair's still black. Let's not talk about these things. Let's talk about crypto. Okay? It was supposed to be Uptober, not Rectober. Okay? And I see there are a lot of people. By the way, for me, I don't think a lot of people got wrecked. The people that got wrecked were playing leverage. Okay? People in spot positions, you might not have the profit that you had a few days ago, but you're still in profit. If you are in a spot position, you're still in profit. So I don't really feel bad for you. The people that aren't in profit, the people that lost their asses, were people that were obviously using leverage. You guys are following this guy, James Wynn, right? Respectfully, this man loses on every short or long he goes on. I'm baffled. I am goddamn baffled. This man's lost $100 million. $100 million playing leverage. And a lot of people are losing money playing leverage. Okay? If you're in a spot position, yes, you are down, but you're still in profit. Especially if you were buying in the bear. So zoom out, put everything in perspective. 6 to 12 weeks, maybe this starts up in November again. Okay? Maybe we go higher in November. Who knows? All I know is I firmly believe that we have not seen the mighty leg of this run. We have not. We have not seen it. I believe Bitcoin is going to go much higher. I believe Ethereum will go higher. I believe the top 10 will go much higher. I believe the memes that you so love will go much, much higher. Retail's not here yet. I make this argument, and Charles from Cardano agreed with me. Retail is not here. Our catalyst is not here. Yes, you know, in 2021, you had Wall Street Bets. That was the catalyst to ignite the run. We don't have that right now. We don't have that right now. We will, you know what? How about we become the catalyst? Wait for the government to open back up. Stock markets traditional markets are doing pretty well right now. Gold is breaking its all-time highs. Did we invest into the wrong fucking asset? And that was me being sarcastic when I went ahead and tweeted that out towards Peter Schiff. Because Peter Schiff is right now, he is running around his house and he is gooning the hell off because he is excited. He has stuck with gold the way we have stuck with Bitcoin, but this man does not understand. Bitcoin has been the best performing asset since its inception. Go back to when Bitcoin came out till now, it is up higher than gold, right? Right. Best performing asset in the last, 15 years. Anyway, relax, be patient, be calm, okay? Nobody likes seeing red days. But what do you do in red days? How many times have we had this conversation? How many times have I come on here on camera, told you to look into my eyes? We will be fine. But this is a time for people who have the nutsack or the bulls, the titanium bulls, the diamond bulls. The real investors go in the red and they sell in the green. They don't sell in the red and buy in the green. That's how you lose. You can't make a profit. You can't make a win when you're buying in the green and selling in the red. You need to figure out what the fuck are you doing? And if you keep on panicking, that means that you are not set up correctly. If you are panicking and you're saying it's over, that means that you and only you are at fault for not being in the right position to win. I'll be right back with my final thought, and this will be about Trump. Okay? This will be about Trump. Peasy sponsors the Nightly Recap.
We all know Pepe. But what about his alter ego? Born from pages 143 and 154 of Boys Club. Dripped in confidence. Powered by vibes. This is Peasy.
Valuable company in the world right now is NVIDIA.
China gonna have to bow down, man. China is going to have to bow
Good
down.
evening, and welcome to the Nightly Recap powered by Gokhshtein News Network.
Shout out to Peasy. Again, Peasy sponsors the Nightly Recap. Shout out to Rob Nelson for hosting 2 times a week. Shout out to Hotep, which will be hosting tomorrow. Okay. Tune in 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as Hotep Jesus goes ahead and gets on the mic on the 1s and 2s and talks about stuff that I probably been talking about today. I don't know, or he might be talking to, Hotep, man. Hotep be bringing on women. Last week he had Taylor, part of the GNN network. She came on. They were talking. They were chatting it up. Yeah, Julie Kennis before. She was chopping it up with Hotep. Hotep is just bringing on all the women in crypto. Wonder who's going to bring on next. Anyway, Trump. So Eric Trump came out and stated that so far, the Trump family has made over $1 billion in crypto. I respect the shit out of the Trump organization. I respect the shit out of Eric Trump Jr. Obviously, I'm a MAGA head. I love Trump. I think he's done a fantastic job with everything that's been put in front of him. He's done an amazing job. Peace in the Middle East, a lot of stuff. He's done a lot of things. Shout out to President Trump. It takes somebody with balls to go ahead and do what he's done, And I said that it's like a dictatorship right now, but it has to be. It has to be a dictatorship because you're not going to get things done the old school way, okay? You're not going to get things done. You're just not. Right now, Democrats are holding the entire government hostage. And guess what's happening? Here are Democrats who claim to be fighting for, the blue collar worker, okay? Fighting for everybody's jobs out here. Guess what's happening? People are losing their jobs, okay? They're losing their jobs. They'll never get it back. Now what? Who are they really fighting for? And I've listened to the town hall meetings. I listened to Bernie Sanders and AOC yesterday. I didn't understand what the fuck they were talking about. They have no direction. They have no leadership. They don't even know who's the leader. They absolutely do not know who's leading this entire ship. Okay? Chuck Schumer, who to me was the leader, is no longer the leader because you got a bunch of individuals who are unorganized leading. You got Hakeem Jefferson was rapping in front of what was it, Capitol Hill today? He was rapping, okay, rapping. I can't take Democrats seriously. They've lost the plot. They really need leadership. For those who are Democrats who tune into my show, let me tell you something, man. This is not about Republican, Democrat, Independent, Purple Party, whatever, libertarian shit. I'm just telling you, Democrats, you have no leadership. You don't have a leader. Okay? If you think Gavin Newsom is your leader, you guys are cracked out. What did he do to California? He thinks he deserves to get to me, it's funny. It's like, hey, I messed up California, but I deserve to be the president of the United States so I can finish the job. Like, what are we talking about? There is no leadership in that Democratic Party. But you're falling into what Trump is. Trump wanted to get rid of jobs in the government. Doge wanted to get rid of jobs within the government. You guys are doing it. You guys are the ones who are doing it. And then you try to, here's the problem. A lot of people aren't into politics, and a lot of people don't understand how the Senate and the House works, right? So you need 60 votes, right, to pass a bill. The Democrats are going out there telling their people, hey, listen, man, if the Republicans wanted to open up, the government, they would. They have the votes. They run the Senate. They run the House. They got the Oval Office. But they don't mention the fact that you need 60 votes to pass this goddamn bill to fund the government. They won't say that because they got caught yesterday on news. I think, what was it? It wasn't Newsmax. It was News Nation. They got caught out there trying to spew that shit, and it backfired because somebody who's knowledgeable went ahead and put them in check. The Democrats are holding the government hostage. They're holding America hostage. In reality, that's what they're doing. They're holding America hostage. And they're losing seats now. They're losing seats. The midterms come around. Do not think for 1 second that the people won't remember what is happening. Do not think for a second that the people won't remember what is happening. They'll remember the Democrats holding shit hostage. So I don't know what you're trying to win here. Even CNN, okay, the home of the Democrats, is telling you that the polls do not favor you. People see through the bullshit. They see that there's no leadership. They don't want your bullshit. Democrats used to be the party of the people. You're now the party of the elite. You've lost the plot. You lost the plot. You really have. You really, really have. I can't tell you how disappointed I am in New York City, man. If this candidate for mayor gets elected, I gotta tell you, it doesn't end there. It's a trickle-down effect, okay? You'll have more communist mayors come into office from the trickle-down effect from this election coming up for mayor. So I hope everybody in New York City goes out there and votes for Cuomo. Okay? I will give Cuomo my stamp of approval. I'll endorse him. Hell, I'll endorse him. Okay? I will endorse Cuomo. I never thought I would say those words, but I will endorse Cuomo. And if you tune into my channel, okay, and you live in New York City, I encourage you to go vote for Cuomo. Okay? If you want to save New York City, I know you don't have a lot of choice here, and I get it. But you know what? I'd take Cuomo over Mandani. Okay? This guy, plant, 100% a goddamn plant. Okay? And he will usher in a new era that you do not want. Trust me. You do not want to live in a socialistic society. You are going to make every single rich, wealthy person run away. Who the fuck chants for more taxes? What I mean by that is raising taxes in New York. We are already up to here in taxes. How much more can New York City residents take? Anyway. Trump, we need some good news already, okay? We need crypto going, okay? We need crypto going. We need to get the people here fired up. We need these tariff checks. I'm all for it. Give out the tariff checks, okay? If we're making a lot of money on tariffs, give out some tariff checks to a lot of these people that deserve it and that need it. You know why? It's going to usher in a lot of people to go ahead and participate in the economy, participate in the markets. Love to go ahead and see that. obviously, selfishly. By the way, not all the money has come into the crypto ecosystem. Be patient. Gold hitting new all-time highs, $30 trillion. I guarantee you a lot of people will be taking profits from that and going into Bitcoin, going into Ethereum. You will see the $12 trillion market cap in crypto. You will see that. The memes will have its day, the utility projects will have its day, and obviously Bitcoin is going to go goddamn parabolic, sending its ass to Bahala. Okay. Anyway, a lot of talk right now about Bitcoin going to 80,000, 70,000. You got all the bears literally on the timeline right now. They are putting fear in people's hearts. But I am telling you, man, I've been here so long. I've seen everything. Patience is what you need. You need a lot of patience. Okay. A lot of patience. So, we'll be right back after this commercial break with the quote of the night. Right after this, PZ, the sponsor of the nightly recap.
We all know Pepe. But what about his alter ego? Born from pages 143 and 154 of Boys Club. Dripped in confidence. Powered by vibes. This is Peasy.
Valuable company in the world right now is NVIDIA.
China gonna have to bow down, man. China is going to have to bow down.
Good evening, and welcome to the nightly recap powered by Gokhshtein News Network.
Listen to this. Free buses for all.
But the question is how you'll make them free.
We will fund the revenue that would have otherwise been brought in from fares. And that's something that we would do in partnership with Albany. And I put forward two proposals. The first is to raise taxes on the top 1% of New Yorkers by 2%. That would raise $4 billion. The second is to raise the state's top corporate tax rate to match that of New Jersey, which would raise $5 billion.
We're going to refresh that.
Wow.
But the question is
Wow,
how.
Wow. 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 Anyway, quote of the night. What? Oh my God. Raise another 2% on the most wealthiest people in New York City. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wild. Gotta tell you that is some wild stuff, man. That is wild. All right, ready? The quote of the night. The quote of the night. Here you go. Talent is a lie men hide behind. Consistency is the truth. The man who bleeds daily will outlast the gifted who worship comfort. Fortune bows to the relentless, not to the talented. Outlast them, outwork them, become untouchable. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the quote of the night. Shout out to Peasy for sponsoring the nightly recap. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you have Hotep Jesus. Hotep Jesus will be running this show. Tune into Hotep at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, Julie Kennis at 4 p.m. Also, tune into the entire lineup. You got you got Taylor who goes on at 7 p.m. and then you have 8 p.m. Rob Nelson. So you got a whole lineup. Okay, and then you got Erica. I need to get Erica. I know you're gonna kill me. I gotta get your schedule, but news coming. I don't know if I'm gonna drop it on Friday or I might drop it tomorrow or I might drop it on Monday. But it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. It's my brand, my personal brand news kind of thing. So I'm very, very, very excited. Shout out to Gemini. Shout out to Gemini. Shout out to Gemini. Bam over there. Anyway, that was a quote of the night, guys. Man, don't vote for a socialist, man. Communism isn't cool. It's not cool. Communism isn't cool. On that note, I will see you tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The breakdown, sponsored by Gemini. Trade $1,000 in crypto, get $100 in Bitcoin. Guys, have a great night.
We all know Pepe. But what about his alter ego? Born from pages 143 and 154 of Boys Club. Dripped in confidence. Powered by vibes. This is Peasy.
Valuable company in the world right now is NVIDIA.
China gonna have to bow down, man. China is going to have to bow down.
Good evening, and welcome to